There are, though, unfortunately, no giveaways on the Friday cards, but we do still have the print run contest from the Thursday cards. But it was a shocking card because nobody thought we would see the Chronic in Project 2020. And so while the Chronic might have been one of the best rap albums ever produced, the Dwight Gooden Don C card did not come out on top of the Thursday and the Friday cards. Welcome to a brand new week in Project 2020, the third to last week in the set, and welcome to episode number 130 of the Project 2020 Nightly News. My name is Chris, otherwise known on Twitter and Instagram as @CRT_Sportscards, and my website, CRTSportscards.com, is where you want to go for everything related to Project 2020. And now as we wind down this set, and look, it is all but official, but December 23rd will be the very last day that we as a community of Project 2020 ever see new cards get released. And over the weekend, all I could really ever think about when it came to Project 2020 is how far we have come in the set. This has just been an incredible journey, and it's tough not to look back with such fond eyes and fond appreciation for this incredible journey that we've all been on. There have been some incredible highs and some incredible lows. And look, we are going to go off in a tailspin. We're going off with a flurry, 3 cards per day, but we cannot lose focus of what happened over the weekend when it came to the Thursday and the Friday cards. And part of the Thursday and the Friday cards, mainly the Thursday cards, were the giveaways that I was running for the Mark Maguire and the JK5 Nolan Ryan. On the JK5 Nolan Ryan, the print run came in at $2,695, and I will say it was quite amazing. Both of these cards print runs were basically the same number, but on the JK5 Nolan Ryan, congratulations to Elick Taylor. Print run guess, $2,698. So just 3 off from the number. So Elick, fantastic job and congratulations on winning. And then on the Mark Maguire print run, $2,688. Just a touch behind that JK5 Nolan Ryan. And this one was really close for a couple of minutes there. We had 2 people, 23 off, 1 above and 1 below. But then we had someone come in at 21. But the final winner came in, Kyle Tremblay, just 9 short of that print run guess, $2,679. So Kyle, fantastic job winning that Mark Maguire free for me. But when you take a look at the Thursday and the Friday cards combined, what were your biggest takeaways over the weekend? I think number 1 for me, Derek Jeter still reigns supreme. I do not think that was the best card over the weekend when you look at all 6 of those cards. But that card, the number 1 print run, didn't get over 4,000, but that print run, 3.6, very respectable this late in the Project 2020 game. The second takeaway for me is how similar so many other print runs are. You had that Don C, Dwight Gooden, 2.7. Then you had that JK5 and just under 2.7. So very, very similar performances. And for example, has been an artist who has trended up here recently, but that Mark Maguire, which I thought was actually pretty cool, trended downwards, more similar to a JK5, which his Ryan trended up. So those numbers were very interesting altogether, but it was very simple. The Chronic card sold well, just did not sell as well as Derek Jeter. And the third takeaway is sort of a confirmation, I think, for all of us in Project 2020. We just are not going to see a number under 1,500 this late in the game. With that Joshua Vides, Bob Gibson, if there was going to be a card that touched that number, it was going to be this card. But this card over 1.7, which basically confirms over the next 3 weeks, 1.5 is just not going to be touched. And so now as we shift our focus to this week's cards number 362, 363, and 364. We have Grotesque with his Don Mattingly, my artist, of course, who I fell in love with first in Project 2020. We have Jacob Rochester with his Mariano, an artist that I have grown very fond of this late into the Project 2020 set. And then Gregory Siff, another one of my favorite artists in the set, with his Roberto Clemente. And I got a couple of takeaways on every single card, but I'll boil it down to just 1 per artist here. Thinking about Grotesque and his Don Mattingly, This set, from a visual perspective, is going to just be fantastic at the end of this. Grotesque stayed true to his form, and it was great to see on this card you had the figures holding up the picture of Mattingly in Yankee pinstripes. So he has played on his figures very well throughout the set, and this is just another great addition to the set, and I personally cannot wait for him to release his autograph cards. Now, shifting the focus to the Jacob Rochester Mariano, this card hits on a couple of different notes and things Rochester has done very well in Project 2020 as of late. Number one, the solid pink background. That is how you do a pink background, and that is how you change an image from a rookie card that is very boring and make it unique. I love the fact that Mariano, in his 1990s Bowman uniform or t-shirt from the 90s, is hanging up his Yankees jersey. That is a fantastic ad, and do not miss the fonts on this card. From the small on the right side to Mariano at the bottom. This is a feature that sometimes gets lost in the overall design of Rochester cards, but it's something he excels at very well. So very, very nice looking Mariano. And last up today, definitely not least, and definitely one of my favorite cards for not only today, but the past couple of weeks. Gregory Siff hits an absolute bases loaded grand slam with this Roberto Clemente. It is amazing in so many different ways, but it's unique and awesome for one simple reason. It's simply refreshing to see. It's refreshing to see an artist take a card and make it their own inspiration. Yes, this is a Gregory Siff design. That's not a question here of who made the card, but he threw caution to the wind and made this card his own. And for that, I have so much appreciation for, and it also energizes me. Last week, 15 cards was very tough. By Friday, I was pretty tired, but this card makes me want to see the cards tomorrow. When I saw the Ichiro Old Man Allen, when I saw the Ichiro Mr. Cartoon card, those cards were energizing for me and for the set as a whole, and this card is a fantastic way to start Monday, and I cannot wait to see the cards coming out on Tuesday, because even this late in the set, cards can come out that can wow you and energize you for the future. With that, have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you back tomorrow for episode number 131 of the Project 2020 Nightly News.